All right, hello everyone. Welcome to the Rift. Oh, all right. Today we've got a tournament. Well, let me go ahead and fix this. I don't know why it's cutting things off. There we go. That's better. All right. How you guys doing today? Just let me get and pull up brackets. Yeah, we've got 20 people registered, but only a few have checked in, so I don't know how many people are actually going to be in today. 21 people registered, but only like 6 or 7 actually checked in, so yeah, I'm interested to see what people bring today. I've got a couple of decks that I'm keeping my eye on going into this next format. I think Draven is gonna be pretty good. I think Rek'Sai's got potential, but it's pretty high roll. I don't know how played it's gonna be because of that fact, so we'll see. Aurelia looks pretty strong, but very one trick, very one note, very linear. Ornn looks pretty good, but he's a little slower with all the equipment and stuff. Jax might look interesting. He looks pretty fast and very evasive. I tried building him as like a going second deck where you just play the orange guy turn 1 and the next turn you can do stuff like double conquering with Windswept or just like conquering and then going back into base. Yeah, I think there's a lot you can do with that deck. I'll have to test it out a bit. And then Rumble seems a bit interesting. I'm not sure how good he's gonna be. His units are really good though, especially the red 6-drop. That guy is crazy. Okay, hold on a sec. Alright, I'm gonna give it 3 more minutes or so for people to check in. Just make sure we get everyone in who wants to play today. It's looking like we'll have about 3 rounds today, so not that much. If we get more people checked in, it might be more. But it doesn't look like a bunch of people who signed up are actually here. Yeah, I don't know what everyone's going to bring today. I heard about a Renata, so we'll see how well that does. It's an interesting deck. It seems to be buildable in multiple ways. I've seen like a token build and like more of a holding slower build. So I'm not sure. Renata to me just seems not that amazing. There's some stuff she can do. Some cool stuff, but yeah, I don't know. Seems like a little bit of a gimmicky deck to me. Yeah, it'll be really interesting to see how the format turns out once we start getting regionals and stuff. I think there's probably going to be regionals in China before we get the set. haven't really heard anything about when or how many there's going to be. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and post a message. Get people check in. And then we'll go ahead and start the tournament. Okay, well, it's 10, so I'm gonna go ahead and start. If people arrive late, I can just add them in, so should be fine. Excited to see what people cook. Yeah, I think there's quite a lot you can cook with this format. We have basically almost twice as many cards now, which is very interesting. And equipment seem very interesting to build around. Oh, I've got a shuffle bracket. There we go. Go ahead and switch my music over, and we'll go ahead and start. Go ahead and post pairings. If people arrive late, that's fine. We can just put them in. Okay, and they'll have until 11. Looks like we've got 8. All right, and let me go ahead and get a feature match going. Hello, how you doing? Hello. Would you guys like feature match?
I mean, sure.
Sure. That's literally my first time playing Spiritforged, by the way. But,
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
okay. Sure, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, just go ahead and give me the table name, and I can go ahead and join.
The table name should be Riftbound Meta and then Buffman.
Okay. Yep.
I might need you to reload the table. It's bugging out.
Oh yeah, there's zeros everywhere. That happens almost every time I join something.
Yeah.
Yep. Does it work for you now?
Yep.
Yeah,
good.
looks good.
Perfect.
Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and deafen. You guys can start whenever. Let me know if there's an issue with anything.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Just
Alright. Let's see what we got for round one. Let me go ahead and position here so that... Oh, that's not what I wanted. Let me go ahead and position so we can see clearly. That looks pretty good there. It's a little tilted. Okay, that looks good. All right, we've got Rek'Sai. Okay, interesting. Gonna see how this does. This is a deck I'm interested in seeing. It looks pretty good on paper, but it is kind of a high roll deck. You're flipping cards off the top of your deck to get effects and play stuff, so it'll be very interesting to see how this does. And Aurelia, another deck I think is going to be pretty good. Yeah, this deck seems a little scary. Basically, how people have been playing it is you just use green Aurelia and then, like, throw her all over the table with a bunch of pump spells and readying her a billion times. So, yeah, gonna be interesting to see how this deck does. I think it could be pretty good. Is this first round? Yep. Let me go ahead and change that. Round one. Game one. Got Sam with no score yet. And Buffman. Okay. Rek'Sai's gonna start going first, yeah. Makes sense. Gonna play Hatchling down turn one. This is gonna let you get an extra flip when you use Rek'Sai's effect. That's pretty good. Rally's gonna start with the Tide Turner. This card's nice because when you play it, it can target stuff, which can activate your Legends effect. How many players? I think there's 8, unless there's a problem. Should be 8. Yeah, it looks like there's 8, so 3 rounds, I believe. Yeah, I expected not that many people to show up because IRL play and locals have started now, so they're going to be less interested in playing online. I haven't really been playing online much since the game came out. Just been doing local stuff. Okay. Nice, being played down from Rek'Sai. A very good card, as we all know by now. Really thinking about what to do. But just, yeah, go here and then maybe play Aurelia or play something else from hand. Putting Tide Turner in a bit of danger. This Kaisa's here to attack over it, but we're green, so we're gonna have something. And on Dreaming Tree as well, which is gonna be nice. Get some draw. I think War Camp. Probably from Rek'Sai, I would imagine. Interesting pick. Go ahead and ride the wind over from this battlefield to the other, attacking this hatchling. Yep, proccing Dreaming Tree because he targeted it with Ride the Wind. Go ahead and play the signature spell, Defiant Dance. This card is crazy. It's just +2 to something, -2 to something else. Absolutely insane card for just 1 energy. Here, we're gonna win that combat and go up to 2 points. And then pull back after we ready it with Aurelia. Alright, nice. We're up 2 points. So we're ahead on points in this game. But Rek'Sai's gonna go ahead and go up to 2, draw a card off Kaisa, and get some more cards from Rek'Sai. Got a big rune advantage as well. We might just start overwhelming this Aurelia, but Green Aurelia can punch for so much damage, it might not matter. This thing gets really big. Every time you target it or ready it, it gets +1. And your legend can ready it. So it gets massive often. Oh. We loaded in some dice and broke the table. Okay. Alright, there we go. Okay, we're gonna play down a Seal of Rage and a Void Rush. This looks at top 2. Oh, that's a good hit. That's a really good hit. That costs 0. Discounting itself by 2, and 2 again from Void Rush. We still have 4 energy here to work with. We develop some other guys. Another Hopeful. Okay. All 3 Noxus Hopeful on the field. That's really strong. We've got 16 Might on the board right now. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, wherever we send this Tide Turner, it's gonna die now. Rek'Sai is tapped out though, so if we see another Defiant Dance or some other way of beating over this Kaisa, it is just dead here. It's like we're gonna develop a Stellacorn. This is a pretty good card. Whenever it moves, it draws. It can draw quite a lot of cards just from moving itself, being readied with this, moving again. That's 2 cards right there. Very good card draw engine for this deck. Okay, gonna go ahead and conquer with Tide Turner. Go up to 3, pass back to Rek'Sai. This Tide Turner is being defended by 1 rune, so potentially... Oh, no, they just let it die. Okay, don't have anything. Going up to 4, proccing Rek'Sai's Legend effect. That's a miss. That is nothing. Yeah, sometimes this can hit the nuts, sometimes it can hit nothing. Gonna pull Kaisa back to base. Smart, just keep it away from being hit by anything. Let it attack again next turn to get its draw again. To play down a Rek'Sai. It's just a nice unit. 3 energy for more might attacking. And another Kaisa. Okay, this is a lot of guys. This is a lot of guys. Jeez. Yeah, Rek'Sai just tapping out every turn, using all their energy to develop units. A lot of units. Dio really wants to crack this, yeah. Green Aurelia, cost 5, you've got 2 left to do stuff with it. Rek'Sai's great. Yeah, it seems pretty strong when you hit well. Yeah, getting all 3 Noxus Hopeful definitely helps make this deck look very good. Go ahead and move our Stellacorn here to get the draw from it. Yeah, I mean, as the Aurelia player here, you can't really ever leave units on fields because they're just gonna die to this massive army we have. Play Aurelia down. We're at 4 points now. Rek'Sai's threatening to go to 6 next turn and be an entire turn ahead in the points race, which is really good for them. Gonna ride the wind with this Aurelia, okay. You target her, you ready her, she gets bigger than this Hopeful. Gonna attack over it and kill it. We're gonna go to 5 here. And then move Aurelia back to base. But Rek'Sai's still gonna go to 6. We have no energy up for defense here. The Stellacorn is just gonna die. And then we'll conquer the other field with like... Well, we can use both Kaisas here. Draw 2. That's really good. Yeah, this position looks very, very good for Rek'Sai. We're winning on board, we're about to win on points. We have more runes, we have more cards. A lot more cards. Okay, well that doesn't have Legion. And that could kill the... That could kill the Aurelia, right? Right? We could blow up our own Kaisa and kill this? You have to pay a lot of deflect to do that. Just gonna go to 6. Draw. Okay. We have enough cards, it seems. We have 8 cards in hand. That is a lot of cards. Just develop a billion units this turn, and then next turn lethal. Stacking stuff on fields is interesting. because this can get extremely big, this Aurelia here. She could probably just kill both of these. Ooh, okay, we're holding up energy. Holding up 6. I'm gonna try and stop this Aurelia. Interesting. Not opting for a playline of just holding these two Kai'Sas here and then making a gigantic base with all of our energy to go and swing for lethal next turn. Instead, we're going to hold up some energy and try and stop this thing from pushing through fields this turn. If our hand's good enough, we probably can. And have stuff like Void Seekers. Relly's gonna play a stack deck to look at some cards and see what we can get to get out of this tricky situation. I mean, even if we use our Green Aurelia to attack over both fields this turn, are we gonna have enough to stop this push next turn? Probably not. Go here. Okay. Yeah, she's 5 from readying herself this turn. Okay, we're on Dreaming Tree. We're gonna on guard. It's gonna target Aurelia. I'm also gonna give her +2. And we can use our legend effect to ready her, which will give her another plus. Get our draw from the Dreaming Tree. Okay, 9 might swinging in from just this card and an on guard. That's pretty good. But we have a drag under, just kill it. Okay, and that cannot be defied because it costs too much. So we need the new purple spell. Purple counter spell. We could have a rebuke here. That wouldn't do anything. Yeah, I mean, Windwall or purple counterspell, I think. Yeah, that's the only. Yeah, we didn't draw Azania's or Guardian Angel or anything to protect this. No counterspells. That is unfortunate. This is probably game over. I don't think Aurelia can do anything here. Yeah, unit. That doesn't do anything. We got nothing. Yeah. Alright, well. That looked extremely strong from Rek'Sai's side. I don't know how much of a high roll this was. It didn't really seem that much. It seemed kind of average to me. They missed a few triggers and didn't get any cards off of it. That's a pretty crazy hand. Double Darius Hidden Blade. Yeah, you're not winning against that. Yeah, this deck seems pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. It seemed really strong. That was a lot of units very quickly. Alright, one game win over to Buffman here. And we're gonna go ahead and go into game 2. You have access to lists? No, but they'll probably post it after the tournament. People usually post their lists, so. And I mean, I can probably just infer what the list looks like from the cards we've seen. Rek'Sai is really not that complicated to build. Do you know if they're running Hook? I don't know, I didn't see it, so I'm assuming not. It didn't look like a Hook list, it looked like just a normal aggro list. Yeah, I don't like Hook either, I don't think this deck needs it. Hardest part is what spells you'd want to use. I mean, yeah, that really just comes down to what the meta looks like, which we don't really know yet. Like, Void Seeker is a great card, but kind of meta dependent. Hidden Blade, you're just going to play as a 3 of always. And then we saw the new Drag Under, the yellow kill spell, the new one, the 5 cost. So maybe playing 2 of those is a good idea. Seems like a good card, just kill anything at a battlefield. It's pretty nice. Hook is the biggest debate. I don't think you need it. I think there's other stuff you want to play, and it really isn't that amazing in this deck. You kind of have to build the list around Hook for it to work, and I don't think you want to do that with Rek'Sai. The normal yellow and red units you play in this deck I think are just good enough. The 2 drops, Kai'Sa's, Rek'Sai, Darius, Hopeful. All the Rek'Sai specific units I think are just good enough. Alright, gonna go ahead into game 2. Aurelia went first and did not get a 2-drop, which is unfortunate. Rek'Sai, turn 1, playing down Rek'Sai. Yeah, pretty good. Okay, and we're gonna go ahead in points in this game if we want with Rek'Sai. If we put Rek'Sai on a field here, it will probably just get attacked over and die, so maybe we don't want to do that. Looks like we're just gonna go. Okay, playing down a hatchling in case we hit something like a Hopeful off of our Rek'Sai effect. Gonna trigger, handle it, and then Rek'Sai. Jeez. Yeah, that's a crazy combo. We get to look at 2 and stack our deck if we want, or just ship both of those and get 2 more cards to look at. That's really good. Is anyone playing Sivir? I don't know. She's very interesting. I think she has potential. I think it really depends on the format. She seems like she's a bit of a slower deck. Wants to ramp up a bit with her legend effect. We'll see. Meta might be too fast for her. Okay, we're gonna grab another hatchling and pass. This Rek'Sai is probably dead. Just have this and anything. Make it bigger to kill it. Okay, we're gonna ignore it. Maybe we have a ride the wind to kill it anyway. Yeah, get the Targon's effect. We're gonna have some defense. Okay, second Stellacorn. We're gonna draw a billion cards this game. Ready, tune, pass. We've got 4 up. Okay. Taking a bit of a slower approach. Rek'Sai's gonna get to hold here. Go to 2, so we're still ahead in the points race. We could just back off, develop and base, and pass for a swing next turn, try and go to 4 next turn. Or we can try and beat down the Stellacorn, but we've got 4 up on the opponent's side. I think I want to just burn their energy this turn and develop and base. There's really no rush to try and hit this right now. We'll see what they choose to do. Ooh, piercing light. Okay. Gotta go ahead and repeat it. Pay 4 and 2 to deal 4 to this and 4 to that, potentially killing both of them. It can get defied here, which would be bad. Good for Aurelia, bad for Rek'Sai. Otherwise, they're gonna have to spend 2 different pump spells to be able to save their units here. Yeah, Handle It seems very good with Rek'Sai. Really contemplating what they want to do here. Can I defy? Yes. Defy is printed cost. Yeah, Defy only cares about the printed cost of the card, which is 2 into power, which can be defied, even if you repeat it. It's not, it doesn't, Defy doesn't care how much you paid for the card, it cares about how much the card is printed to cost. Like with hidden cards and stuff, it works the same way. You can't defy something that's hidden if it costs like 2 power, even though you only paid a power for it. Okay, if they're gonna just develop a unit here and pass. Trying to go up to 4 points next turn. Relia is gonna get to score here with Stellacorn. I'm gonna go ahead and Candle It and draw a card, which is pretty nice. Go up to 3 points. You can move the Stellacorn back as well to draw another card. We're just gonna have a million cards this game. So many cards. We've got 8 in hand already. Yeah, this game is going much better for Aurelia so far. Gotta go ahead and develop our green Aurelia and base. Just pay 5. Seems good. Gonna go ahead and Guardian Angel. And put it on Aurelia, just to make her safe. Yeah, this is going to be a bit annoying to deal with. Our Aurelia that doesn't die when you kill it. seems very strong. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and try and go to 4 points this turn. Aurelia's tapped out. They have nothing. So we can just go ahead and eat this Stellacorn. And it's gonna die. We can't do anything about that. Gonna score to 4 points. Three points here, and then put a hatchling up. Do hatchling stack. The way it's worded, I don't think so. Look at the top card first. So I would assume no. Is this an activated effect? Oops. Hold on. I don't think this is an activated effect, right? If you would look at the top card first. Is this an activated effect? If it's an activated effect, they both go on stack, and they'd both work. But if it's triggered, okay, triggered it would work. Yeah, they both trigger then. Both of these effects would trigger. So you resolve one of them, you look at the top card, you can recycle it. And then the next one, you look at the top card, you can recycle it. That's how it should work if it's a triggered ability, I believe. Okay, we're gonna flip a Noxus Hopeful and a Minotaur Reckoner tech. Okay. That's an interesting card. That seems pretty good against Aurelia, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, we're gonna play that. Units can't move to base. Oof. There's the sentence, then reveal those cards. Yeah, I don't know. If it's a triggered ability, yeah, that's really wacky wording. Yeah, I'm not sure then. So what? They both trigger and then one of them, you look at the top card, you can recycle it, then you resolve Rek'Sai, even though there's still the other guy's trigger on the stack? What? Rek'Sai triggers, then both of these trigger. Then one of them resolves, then Rek'Sai resolves, skipping the other trigger? How does that happen? I wish this game just had better wording sometimes. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and attack with Aurelia. Boosted up to 6 by Guardian Angel. You have 4 energy open from Rek'Sai. Interesting. This Reckoner is going to be a bit annoying to deal with. I think it's going to go up to 5. Rek'Sai wants to get up to 6 points next turn, but I don't know if they're going to be able to with all of this energy and all of these cards in hand from Aurelia. Yeah, that's a lot of cards and a lot of energy to try and push through. Their passive abilities, so they don't stack. Okay. Yeah, it would. The wording would make a lot more sense if they're passive. And they don't actually activate. That would make more sense. Okay, yeah, we're gonna pass with 6 energy open, 7 because Dargon's. Yeah, that... We're just not pushing through this turn. This is too much energy, too many cards to deal with. I think Aurelia is probably going to win this game. If is passive and when it's triggered. Yeah, that would make sense. Okay, we're gonna play an Under Titan. I don't like this attack here. This just loses to any pump spell. And our unit dies. I think you should go in with something else as well. This just seems like this attack gets blown out really hard by any pump spell. Okay, yeah, we can Defiant Dance. We don't even need to debuff this hatchling. We can buff our Stellacorn and then debuff something else in the back. Okay. Yeah, now this also loses to a pump spell. I think we should have gone in with at least 2 units here. Another one, okay. Maybe it just didn't matter. And we couldn't attack through this Stellacorn anyway, no matter what we did. If our opponent has so many cards and so much energy. This is probably getting defied or something. Hard bargain, yep. Okay. We are going to counter the spell. If we pay the 2 here, we have nothing left, and our opponent still has 3 energy up. Yeah, this attack's probably not going through. Okay. He resolves, but yeah, we gotta discipline. Yeah, this game's over now. Relegate just wins from here. Just what Eddie needs, a real counterspell. Yeah! Conveniently 2 energy. Counterspell. Nice. Eddie seems pretty good next format. Really good. They can move back to base now, which they are gonna do. They're at 7, so they just pull back, develop some units, and then next turn swing for lethal. Yeah, Aurelia seems a lot stronger in this game than in the last game. Stellacorn's put in a ton of work. Have either deck played seals? Rek'Sai put a seal down once, but it didn't really do anything, so I don't think you need to play them. And Aurelia hasn't played any, and hasn't needed to play any, so... Don't like Rumble on paper since he's strictly Mechalite. Yeah, his archetype is very restrictive. His deck building is not very open, but he seems okay. Some people say he's high tier, some people say he's top tier, some people say he's mid tier, so he could be probably somewhere around high tier. Maybe mid-tier-ish. He seems good, but his legend is kind of, yeah, very restrictive. Not the best thing ever. His units are really good, though. Like, all of his units are crazy. His 2-drops and 3-drop from the set are very strong. And Ferris Forerunner, the 6-drop red guy, is insane. So much value. Really is really strong. It seems pretty good. Last game it didn't seem very strong. It kind of just got run over. But this game was better. I think we could have sequenced our attack last turn better. We definitely could have. Okay. Big guys. Really has 3 energy up here. This is probably a fight or flight or Zondia's, I guess. Maybe that new hidden that switches attack. Okay, I don't like this attack. Any pump spell here makes Aurelia win, yeah. We keep throwing our units into bad attacks, I think. They just keep dying without doing anything. Yeah, and we pass. Yeah, it's game over. Okay. I think we could have sequenced our attacks a bit better this game. Yeah, Aurelia seems very strong. Rek'Sai also seems very strong. It kind of just put way too many guys last game on the board to be able to deal with. Alright, we're going into game 3 here. 10 minutes left on the clock, that should be fine. Plus extra turns. Rek'Sai is going first, which was really good the first game, so we'll see how this game goes. See what their third battlefield is. Aurelia's on Dreamy Tree and Targon's. Makes sense for green. Rek'Sai's on Trevarian and Candlelit. Makes sense. We've got Candlelit from Aurelia. Okay, well that's really good for Rek'Sai. And Arena's Greatest. That's really good for Rek'Sai. On their first conquer, they're going to be at 2 points and get the Candlelit proc. That's really good. Okay. We're gonna mulligan 2. Hopefully we get a 2-drop. I think you should be playing at least 9 in this deck. At least 9. We passed. Oof, that's terrible. That is terrible. Don't like seeing that. Unfortunate. It happens though. It happens. This is why I like playing a bunch of 2-drops, so we basically never miss. Probably gonna start off with a stack deck. How many players? We've got 8, I believe. Okay, well there's a 2-drop. There's hopeful. Okay, well, it's not actually that bad because Aurelia didn't have a 2-drop. Both players whiffed turn 1. So, okay, now we can just conquer Candlelit here. Go to 2, get Rek'Sai. We don't need to throw this hopeful into the line of fire. Not really. Okay, resolve Candlelit. Put both to the bottom. Okay. And flip 2 more. Let's see what we hit. Well, we can play the Darius. That's not bad. Yeah, not bad at all. Okay. I'm gonna go here. Go up to 3. I'm not too big a fan of this attack because we're in danger of both our units getting swept by something. Yeah, we can attack over this with Stellacorn, and we have Aurelia. Maybe attack over this as well. For 1 energy, I don't really think they have anything they can do. Not in these colors. Gonna attack with Stellacorn over the Hopeful. Okay. On guard. Gonna ready it. Get the draw with Hopeful. We get boots. Okay, we can pull Stellacorn back to base. And draw a card, then equip it with boots. I think we missed a draw by doing this. We could pull Stellacorn back to base. Draw. Equip it. And ready it with Aurelia, draw again. But we'd go down a rune. So, yeah, probably better to do it like this. That way we don't have to spend another rune to ready with Aurelia. If we don't really need the card draw, then it's fine. And we're gonna play a hidden as well. Okay. That could be a number of things. We're at 3. We can just go to 4 and ignore this. If we want to, which we probably should. Don't want to get blown out by stuff. Could be fight or flight, the might switching spell. It could be Sonya's as a bluff, I guess. Yeah, we're just gonna ignore it. Conquer this, go to 4. Use Rek'Sai. That's good. That's also good. Don't want it though. We want to play this instead. Okay. Look at 2 more. And play 1 discounted by 2. Okay, that's pretty good. That threatens this, and it can't be defied. Yeah, and we're playing it from the deck, so it's gonna cost 1. Okay, it discounts itself by 2, and it gets discounted by this by 2. 1 mana kill spell. That's pretty strong. What do we have to combat that? Fight or flight? Okay, we can save our unit and draw the Stellacorn. Nice. Okay. That's pretty good. Still got 4 energy up here. We missed our Darius trigger. Yeah, Void Seeker. Okay, we're gonna do it. Void Seeker. No, bleh. Void. Whatever this thing's called. Void Rush. And the kill spell. That's 2 cards. So Darius triggers, he can come back to base to be safe and not get attacked over by this. And then we just play a unit, play a Hopeful, and pass. Threatening to go up to 6 points next turn, being ahead in the points race. Pretty good. Seems pretty good to me. Rek'Sai is definitely ahead in this game, so Aurelia is going to need to find a way to slow them down. Or maybe fight, flight. Yeah, we can fight or flight some stuff to try and slow them down. We can try and defend a field. We can try and catch them off guard. With a Ride the Wind play on the opponent's turn, that would be pretty good. If they push up with just a single unit, you can Ride the Wind over, kill the unit, and score a point on the opponent's turn, which would be really good. We still have all of our energy to work with. Play down a treasure hunter. Okay. Alt shot. Alright, we're gonna dig for some cards. We're gonna dig, double, repeat. Let's just play the effect of this twice. So we look at 2 and take 1, then we look at 2 more and take another. Very strong for 0 energy. Does burn our runes though. Looking for some answers to this board state. Our opponent's got a decent amount of guys here. Gonna play a Tide Turner. Probably move them both, yep. Stellacorn's gonna draw again. Okay. We've got 2 up, so we could be threatening a Ride the Wind on the Stellacorn. Which could be very strong right here. Looks like no, we're just gonna let it go through. Okay. Flip 2. Hidden Blade. Not really worth it on this guy. Probably just play the Hatchling and get another unit. Yeah, Hidden Blading a 2-drop just doesn't seem that good. We're gonna elect to take nothing. Okay. Interesting. We just want all of the runes for stuff in our hand, I guess. Hopefully Piercing Light. Probably we can repeat it if we want, but probably not. Looks like we elect not to. We can destroy both Tide Turner and Treasure Hunter with this. Force out some interaction from our opponent. And if they tap out, we can walk over this with Darius or something. Go to 6. Hard bargain. Okay. I think we just pay 2. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, we just pay 2 and kill both their units. That seems worth it to me. We now have a Stellacorn and a Dream. That's all you get. Next turn you've got Aurelia and potentially a pump spell to ready it. Okay. attack with the Darius here. Trigger Candlelit. Play Rek'Sai, trigger Darius, bring him back to base. Make sure he doesn't get attacked over. And pass the turn there. Our opponent's got 1 unit to work with. They could play Aurelia and try and accelerate it, but then they tap out and probably just get attacked over. Go ahead and attack the Stellacorn here over the sky. It's just gonna die. Draw the Stellacorn. Make our gold. Oops, that is not the button I wanted to press. Yeah, it looks like our table is the last table finishing up, so after this, I'll take a break and then we'll hop straight into the next round. Yeah, I think Rek'Sai's got this game. Yeah, they can't really do anything here. They're just gonna hold up 6 and hope Rek'Sai either blunders or just can't push through this. They're gonna go to Candlelit. Go to 7, resolve Candlelit, resolve Rek'Sai's effect. Yeah, imagine how much farther ahead they'd be if they had a 2-drop turn 1. That's the crazy thing about this game. Rek'Sai whiffed turn 1 and still made a very strong board. Looks like they're gonna get a Blood Rush to put on their Draven. That's pretty good. They have 5 cards in hand. They could have... Okay, they're gonna defy that. Yeah, probably a good idea. Gets rid of 4 might from this attack. Gonna play a Draven. Okay, that's the first card played this turn. Play Cleave. Okay, this can get countered again, and then our Dariuses are not online. I mean, even if this attack doesn't go through, we still get another try next turn to attack again. Because our opponent can't win the game next turn. They're at 5. They're going to go to 6. And only get to 7. Okay. We're going to ship everything. That is 21 attack against 5. I don't think they can defend against this. They can fight or flight this guy. And then have a bunch of the signature spells. That could do it. Okay, we're gonna look for that stuff. We only had 1 purple rune for this. That's a little unfortunate. Okay, we're gonna find something we can play. Potentially. We still have 5 energy, because we floated the 1. Okay. To pay 2 for discipline. That helps, but it's not enough yet. We need like a fight or flight on this. And then a defiant dance. Double defiant dance. That's still not enough. Yep, alright. XI won. That's really good. Yeah, this deck seems quite scary. Yeah, I'm looking forward to trying this deck out. It seems very fun. And very strong. Very strong. Alright, well, good games. I'm gonna go ahead and take a break, and then we'll get into the next round. All right, I am. Let me go ahead and. Yeah, looks like people have reported. Go ahead and post. Round 2 pairings are up. And the round timer will be till like 12:10. Seems about right. Right. Go ahead. I'll definitely get another feature bench.
Wait, do you mind if some of my friends watch the game?
Oh, no, it's okay, it's okay. For me,
Okay, perfect.
there's no problem.
Hello.
I'll give a thumbs up.
You guys
Hi.
want
Hi.
feature batch?
Sure.
Yeah, for me it's cool.
All right. Go ahead and give me the table name.
The name is best of BO3, as in best of 3, and the password is 1.
All right.
May you erase my table? Because I shift my my sideboard.
I'll just promote you,
Oh, okay.
and
So, now erase this.
Okay, everything looks good on my end, so you can start whenever. Good luck.
Thank you.
thank you.
All right, let's see. Oh, might be lagging a little bit. Yes, I chose my color. Might have a slight lag here. That's fine. Really want to see his ear. Yeah, me too. He looks really cool. I don't know how good he's gonna be. Oh, yeah, he's right here. There you go. I don't know how good he's gonna be. He seems very interesting though. Okay, there we go. All right. What is happening here? Okay. I love Tabletop Simulator. That looks good there. Okay. Let me go ahead and edit the overlay. Game 1. Round 2. There we go. And we've got Michi versus Mason. I'll go ahead and pull up their scores. Looks like they're both 1-0. They both won their previous games. Right. Yeah, Azir seems really cool. I don't know how strong he's going to be, but he's alright. Game 1, we've got Trifarian and Dreaming Tree. Okay. Yeah, Azir is an equipment deck that makes tokens when he plays equipment. And we've got a Brutalizer here. And some of these guys. These are tokens. I think you can just press the token button, but it might not work. But yeah, these are just 2 might guys with Weapon Master, which means they can just equip a weapon when they enter. Okay, Aurelia playing a seal and some boots and a called shot. Okay. Pretty early on in the game to try and play called shot. Burning a rune now. Develop Aurelia and boots, just getting set up for next turn. Azir's already at 2 points and he's going to 4. 4-0 is extremely hard to come back from sometimes. So we'll see how this goes. Gonna develop another equipment and make another token. And put the equipment on the token. Sounds good to me. Eventually we'll have a bunch of equipment and we can just make a token really big. Okay, Aurelia's gonna take this field. Taking their first point of the game. Well, Azir is already at 4. Might be pretty rough to come back from here. Gonna play down the Stelacorn. And put our boots on Aurelia. Use the legend effect because we targeted, we can ready this. Boots give ganking, so we can go ahead and take the other field. That's a very big Aurelia. That token is gonna die. I'm gonna pass with 2 energy up. Okay. There's a number of things we could have here. Azir's got 8 energy here to work with. That's quite a lot. Let's see how we're going to be able to get through this Aurelia. I mean, we really don't have to right now. We could just go to 5 on this open field. And that's it. We're still very far ahead in points. Okay, I'm gonna recycle floating and energy to put this on this token. So you're getting +3, +3 on this. It should be 8. It's a pretty big guy. Thought really said target her, not choose her. I think it's the same thing. this game's cards don't explicitly say target. Okay. I'm gonna Defiant Dance. This Aurelia. Defy. Okay, that's pretty good. This Aurelia should not be that big, right? She should only be 6, 7, because we targeted her. Gonna defy the defy. Yep, just green stuff. Choose what you choose to equip her. Yeah, yeah, it works with equipment. I'm pretty sure choose is target in this game. They're the same thing. Yeah, she does work with equipment. You can put the equipment on her and get her effect. And also get Aurelia's Legend effect to ready. We're gonna play this. We lost our unit in that exchange, but we have another. This Aurelia is pretty big. Are we gonna try and beat over it again? I think we started this turn with 8 runes and now we have 4. Okay. Guardian Angel. Now we have 3. We've lost 5 runes this turn. And we're going to attack with our big guy. So 2 plus 6, 8, 9. We trade, but Guardian Angel get to keep our unit. Oh. Okay. We may have a crash. Hold on.
You on
Can you
side?
post
Did it crash? It crashed for me. Did it crash?
It's internet crashed or something.
I see,
Sorry
okay.
about it.
You might
We
have an autosave or something.
Yeah.
I'll see. Wait a second. Yeah, there it is.
Okay.
Autosave 2. Let's see how. Okay, yeah, that's before the shenanigans.
Yeah.
It's after I died to
Yeah.
this. The
Right. It is, yes, it's before we paid all of our runes. Okay, just go ahead and... Go ahead and fix things there. Yeah, it looks like the first combat already happened. The Defiant Dance and Defies were already played, so we just summon the token, equip it with a bunch of things, and attack. Really spells crazy good. Yeah, it's like the best combat trick in the game. It's crazy. 1 energy for 4 might in total is crazy, and on Green Aurelia it's even better. Oop. Oh, it died again. Well,
I
Okay.
think we have to stick with this.
Okay.
Let me see if it will work properly now. Yeah, now it's not laggy. You can go
Okay.
in. Oh, I know what backed it out probably. It's most likely the script for power modification, because Aurelia was, yeah, never mind. Just you can join now. So good.
right, yeah, sometimes TTS just has a fit and doesn't want to work. Alright, seems all good. Yep, we just put a bunch of equipment on our guy. Attack with it again. So much power being paid is crazy. We started this turn with 8 runes. We have 3. Is it worth it to kill Aurelia? Yeah, probably. But that is a lot of power. A lot of power. Okay. Gonna equip our sword onto the token with its Weapon Master effect. Weapon Master does allow you to steal weapons from your other units that have them equipped. You can just swap and equip it over to Weapon Master when you play it, which is nice. Okay, we're at 5 points to 3. We're still ahead on points. Runes are about equal. We've both been paying a lot of power this game. Yeah, I'm not sure how good Azir's gonna be. He seems okay, but I think he's gonna have some issues. Okay, we're gonna play a Discipline on Dreamy Tree to draw 2. Pretty nice. Stellacorn's gonna draw a card. It's also nice. We're gonna ready it again. Aurelia's Legend. Give it ganking with these boots and then attack over. Draw another card from Stellacorn. Okay. Guardian Angel dies to protect its unit. Gonna pay another rune. How much power has been paid this game? It's crazy. Both these decks are just burning their runes so much. I don't know if that's good. It doesn't seem like it. So much power. Yeah, they've played a hidden card here. Could be a number of things. Better flight is a popular choice. The Stellacorn can get swung over, but I'm gonna ignore it. I'm gonna go to 6. We have potential lethal swing next turn. And right now, the Stellacorn can't exactly leave here unless you want to just kill your own hidden card, which might be fine to do. But yeah, you have to stay here on this field if you want to keep this hidden, which slows you down and doesn't let you draw cards with Stellacorn. Looks like we're going to play a 0 and pass, getting ready for next turn. Okay. Pretty nice, I like it. Our position is still really good. Ooh, okay, that's nice. Windsinger? Yeah, because that token was at 3. That's pretty good. Just gets rid of the token. That's nice if you can do that. We're gonna pass, holding up 3. Okay. They don't have Aurelia anymore, unless they play more in their deck, so they might just be out of a lot of pushing power. Okay. We have some options for what to do this turn. We can try and go to 7 here and hold to win. We can try and push over this guy, but that is probably not going to happen. We could just develop at our base and pass, because our opponent's not winning next turn. Okay, we're gonna play Brutalizer, make a token to equip it. Yeah, we could just develop stuff in base and pass for next turn. Oh, looks like we're not going to do that. Okay. I'm gonna go here first. Go to 7. Now we're gonna play make a token. Right. I'm not sure if I like this attack here, because it just gets killed by Stellacorn ganking over. Okay, we're gonna attack over here. This is very... Oh, cool. Yeah, we can move. We can move the token over with Azir. That's cool. Okay. That's a cheeky attack. I like that. We still got a hidden card and 3 energy from the opponent. Yeah, we're gonna push Azir out of the way. So he's gonna go back to base. We've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 here total. Okay, we're gonna go down to 10, and they're gonna go up to 8, I guess. So I think we still need more. We still have 2 energy up. Fight or flight. Okay, yeah. This is gonna win the combat here. Gonna push one back, and Silicorn will kill the other. They've spent 2 fight or flights. Ooh. That's a nice play. We death grip one of our units to give all of its might over to our combat and win the combat, which wins the game. That's cool. I like that play. That's some sauce. Wasn't that game 1? Did it die again? Did the table close?
Yeah,
we created so it doesn't crash again.
Okay.
It's the same. It's called Bio3 and the password is 1.
Got it. Alright, yeah, just reload the table. We don't have much time for the next few games, but it is what it is. Okay, let me go ahead and update score. Our Azir player won the first game. I'm gonna go ahead into game 2. If Azir wins this, they will get the match. If Aurelia wins this, they'll probably tie. Unless we get some lightning fast speed rounds here. Yeah, I really don't know about paying so much power with these decks. It seems like you just delete all your runes so fast and are gonna get run over by decks that don't. Gonna go ahead into game 2. We've got Zon Warrens. Okay, interesting. And Targons from Aurelia, of course. They're going first. Taking Targons. Makes sense. Gonna go ahead and play down a Treasure Hunter on turn 1. Pretty good, just makes a bunch of gold when it moves, and this deck moves a lot, so that's nice. Gonna go ahead and make a guy and pay to ready him. Okay. Interesting. Paying a power turn 1. It's usually not what you want to do. Gonna go ahead and take Targons to ready. 2 energy for our opponent's turn. Alright. We're just gonna ignore this unit and go to the other field. Gonna get our move trigger, make a gold, gonna get Warrens to fish for some more cards. Sounds good. I'm guessing this is our gold token. And play a Stelcorn and pass. Alright, sounds good. Gotta hold, I think, go to 2. I think they missed their point. Pull back this unit. Play a gear here, an equipment, and make a token to put the gear on. Sounds good to me. Gonna pass back. We're gonna go to 2 as well. Gonna try and go up to 3 with the Stelcorn. Gonna kill it with Blade. I don't know if that's worth it. Stelcorn draws, Blade's gonna draw 2. Gonna defy that. I probably would have just let that go through and draw 2 cards. That sounds good to me. We're already at 2 points. We're not exactly in a rush. We can pull back our treasure hunter and make another gold. Yeah, they paid a power with Defy and forgot about their gold. Gonna hide a card here. And treasure hunter, make another gold. Sounds good. I think we should be at 3 points here. Yeah. Okay. Not a bad position to be in. You're technically up on points, but Wazir could go to 4 this turn. Next turn we've got Aurelia. And we can equip it with stuff to counterattack. I think Aurelia's in a pretty good spot here. This is a pretty threatening board state right now. We have Aurelia to threaten next turn. I like our odds here. Seems good. Okay, we're gonna... This is our Eye of the Herald to make a token here. Play Desert's Call. We discard Desert's Call for Warrens. Okay, draw 1. Play a BF Sword. Other equipment. Make another token to put the equipment on. And pass. Okay. We're tapped out as a Zir here, so Aurelia just gets to do whatever she wants to try and break this field, which she easily can with Aurelia. I'm gonna play a Windsinger to get rid of this token here. Okay. It's currently at 2 might, so that works. Token just disappears. We're gonna move Treasure Hunter to trade and make another gold. We're gonna play Aurelia, and we're at 4 points, so we could pass here. We're still ahead in the points race, which is pretty nice. Our opponent can only get to 5 this turn. I'm still really liking Aurelia's position here. Their hand's getting a little low, though. Haven't really been able to move Stillacorn that much to get a bunch of draws. This hidden card being here is kind of preventing us from moving our Stillacorn unless we just want to lose the hidden. If this is fight or flight, we could have fight or flighted this back to base, get a draw, and then move it up here to get another draw. Okay, Azir's gonna go ahead and attack with 5 might against our Stillacorn. So we only have our hidden card right now. We don't have any other energy up. Yep, fight or flight. We just move our own unit back, get a draw. Pretty good. Azir's gonna go ahead and go to 5 with one of our tokens here. Okay. I think Aurelia is just gonna eat our board next turn. Okay, I'm gonna play a Quartermaster. This card's pretty cool. It just picks up an equipment so you can play it again. And we will. And we're also gonna make a token. Pretty nice. Yeah, I think this card's really cool. There's a lot of neat stuff you can do with it already, and there's probably going to be even more cool stuff it can do in the future. It's a very nice effect to have. Alright, we're going to pass the turn and have our board get eaten by Aurelia. Probably. Okay, we're gonna pay a gold to play a seal. Not exactly something we want to see now. We have a bunch of runes. Pretty bad draw. It's late into the game. I'm gonna go ahead and move the Stillacorn to get another draw. Attacking over this token. Token dead. Go to 5 points. It's on Warrens. Discard another Stillacorn. Draw a card. Maybe consider keeping this to get some more draw. Maybe not. This game's already looking pretty good for you, so. We use our seal to equip Aurelia and go in. She should be at 7 right now. +1 from ready, +1 from target, +1 from GA. Seven to 5. Winning combat. Unless our opponent has something. Nope. Our token is dead. Okay. We probably want to equip this onto Aurelia here. Another seal. Okay, well, these cards are pretty dead. Yeah, we probably want to equip boots onto Aurelia. To pull her back to base so she doesn't die. But we have GA, so it's not that big of a deal. A second one, okay. Aurelia is never dying. Fizz, okay, interesting. What do we have? Cold shot, okay. Just gonna dig for stuff. We have to pay the power for that, which kind of sucks. I'm gonna do it twice. Yeah, I think it's probably fine to leave this Aurelia here. GA on it. I don't really know how Azir could kill it twice, other than attack over and charm, which I don't think they play charm. So it should be fine. We could just put the second GA on it. Anyway, we have a power. We have the power. This fizz was 3 energy and 3 power. Hey, repeat? Yeah, I think so. You play the spell. It's like accelerate. When you play a card, you can pay optional additional costs. Oh, charm. Okay. We're gonna delete this quartermaster. And pass the turn. Heading to from Targons. Okay, how are we gonna break this? Well, we can attack the Stellacorn here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Stellacorn is dead. The token is dead. We go to 6. Now what? Now what do we do? Even if we kill this Aurelia, it still just wins next turn. Discard Azir to draw a card. Okay. Okay. I think we need to pay another energy. This Azir costs 5 and a power to accelerate. Gonna put on a Adorn Shield. I'd make a token for the shield to go on. Okay, we're gonna put them onto the token. Both these equipment on. And attack with everything into this Aurelia. We have 5 energy up here. Only 2 cards in hand, though. Okay, and on guard. It's gonna give her +3. And a Defiant Dance for another +3. And a -2. That's crazy. That's a lot. Okay. We're gonna kill Azir and something else. And maybe also the token as well. Yeah, because this thing's at 4. So 4, 4, and this. Yikes. That's a gigantic Aurelia. We killed this. We kill the Zir. Definitely. I think we can kill this. Maybe we can kill this too. No, this guy. Okay. Yeah, that was a good trade for Aurelia, and now they probably just win. We are going to put all of our equipment onto this guy, make a massive token to try and hold on to this field, but I don't think it'll matter. Aurelia can just get so gigantic, it probably won't matter. So this guy is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's not enough. This is gonna get way bigger. This is 5. It goes to 6. Yeah, okay. Yep. That's game. Unless green has something. So it looks like they don't. Go here. Triggers on. Draw 1. Stack deck. Okay. It's a pretty good top decks here. It's a pretty good. I don't think they needed it, but... yeah, put on Guardian Angel. Put on Boots as well, I guess, if you want. And then just send everything. You should send everything here. With Boots on Aurelia. Because they could still have stuff. Yeah, exactly. They could still have stuff. There's no reason not to just throw everything at this. Defy. Okay. Well, looks like it didn't matter. Time for game 3. You have 10 minutes. You have 6 minutes. I guess if you go fast enough, you could get it done. Alright, looks like we're going to go to game 3. That's not what I wanted. Okay, Azir's gonna go first. Gonna play Guardian Angel and pass. Playing on Windswept from Aurelia. That's a really good field. And Orange Forge from Azir. Also pretty good. Stack deck from Aurelia. Try and find a 2-drop maybe. Looks like we got the Guardian Angel. We just recycled it. Where did it go? There it is. And we play a seal. Why? Why are we playing a seal? We're deleting a rune for nothing. you can't equip more than one equipment per creature. I'm pretty sure that's not the case. I think you can put any number on a guy. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and play Stellacorn and pass. Pretty nice. It's gonna draw us a lot of cards potentially, especially on Windswept. That's pretty good. Gonna go ahead and take our first point here with this token. Gonna play our big sword. And put it on this guy. We could make another token here if we want. Looks like we're gonna do that. Equip it with something maybe. Okay, we're gonna hide a card here. Interesting. Potentially a hidden blade. About what to do here. We still haven't taken any points yet. Could just ignore this field for now. Go to the other one. Get a draw from Stellacorn. Go up to 1. Gonna play Ride the Wind. Okay. Over back to base. Over here? We can't beat over this. Back to base. Move it again, get another draw. Okay. Move it again, draw again. I see. Okay. That's a lot of cards. There's a lot of cards. We're going to pass with 4 up. Okay. Let's try and protect our Stellacorn. Gonna play another big sword. And put it on this guy. And put a brutalizer on him. We're paying 1 billion power again. Okay, this guy's at 1, 2, 5, 8. That's pretty big. Defiant Dance. He's gonna go down to 6, up to 5, up to 7. Okay, we're winning this combat now. Let's see what Azir can do here. That's a pretty big Stellacorn. Rune Prison Time. Maybe they play it. A Death Grip. Okay. That also works. We can kill this guy to give this guy a big boost. Yep. and the GA protects it. Okay. I'm pretty sure that works, right? Death Grip doesn't have to kill the unit to give its power. Let me look at the card. Kill a friendly unit to give plus might equal to its might to another friendly, draw one. I'm pretty sure that works, right? Pretty sure it doesn't have to kill the unit to give the boost. Okay, Aurelia's gonna kill this guy. And we're gonna pass the turn. We're behind in points. It's 2, gonna be to 4. So we're behind an entire turn here. Sounds like it works like Sonya's in Second Blade. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Okay, what do we got here? Soul Sacred Shears. Nice. That's a pretty good card. I like our spot as Azir here. We're ahead on points. We don't have many cards left in hand. Aurelia has quite a few. I'm gonna play a call shot. Try and dig for something. That's not how that works, but okay. When you play called shot, you have to repeat it. You can't look and then choose to repeat after. Okay, what can we do about this game state right here? Aurelia's probably going to need to attack over this guy. It's like we might not do that this turn. I'm playing down a Stellacorn. I'm going to draw some cards next turn, but not now. Pass the turn. Okay. We're gonna keep Aurelia on the field here. Make our opponent try and commit resources to kill it. Looks like we're gonna float 2 energy and then pay 2 power to equip our guy with a bunch more equipment. 6, 7, 8, 9 total. Attacking over Aurelia. Aurelia's probably going to win this combat. We've got 4 energy up and 6 cards in hand. Okay, we're going to ride the wind over to the other field. Going to target her to give her a buff up to 7. She should still be readied. Okay, we're gonna pay 2 energy to Thwonk. Okay, to stun this Aurelia. It's gonna get recalled back to base because it is attacking right now. Okay. Azir's at 6 points. To Aurelia's 3 points. I'm gonna go ahead and move this token back. Just try and win the game next turn with a big push from all of our equipment that we've been storing up. Alright, well, Aurelia really can't do much here. They're gonna have to try and stop pushes on both battlefields, or at least one, and then try and clear both the following turn. If Aurelia attacks over this, then there's just a counterattack waiting for her. Okay, this token's gonna die. I'm gonna draw a card from the Death Knell effect. Okay, Aurelia is gonna have to survive this attack with the 6 cards that she has in hand and the 4 energy up that she has. Charm. Okay, we're gonna kill one of the units. That's pretty good. Azir is only gonna have 1 unit to work with. Plus maybe this guy as well. Okay. Azir could just develop stuff in their base this turn and then pass because Aurelia is at 5. She'll go to 7. She won't win. Hidden Blade. Okay. Here, looks like they're gonna try and win the game this turn. Okay, that gets pushed off. They could equip their token with a billion guys. Big token, and then accelerate Azir over to the other field, bringing the token with it after it's already conquered this field. Okay, looks like they're gonna go for it. They need to be careful not to pay all of their power here, because they need one to accelerate Azir. A fight or flight kind of just destroys this play. Or a thwonk or any other way to stop this attack. You kind of just lose on the spot doing this. Let's see it. Okay, we're gonna dig for it. Still floating in energy. Let's see if we found something. Stack deck. Okay, we're gonna look more. We've dug through 5 cards now. Let's see if we found something. Another one, okay. Well, now we don't have enough energy for a fight or flight. Yeah, you can accelerate Azir. And this is not going to be enough. Because Azir brings this token with him when he attacks this field. So Azir gets it, just barely. Yeah, that was a pretty close game. If Aurelia had fight or flight or any way to stop this attack, the game was over. Nice. Alright, those are some good games. Nice games. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take a break, and we'll be back with round 3, which might be the last round today. So I'll see you in a bit. Alright, I am back. Let's go ahead and look at bracket here. Looks like round 3's up and we can go ahead and start. This should be the last round. Alright, Round 3 pairings are up. And should be about, we'll just say, I guess, 120? Sounds about right. 125. Sure, we'll give a little bit of extra time. Give me one sec. All right, should be enough time. And we'll go ahead and spectate table 1.
Game crashed on stream. It was awkward. So
Hello.
yeah, it would be great if you could.
Yeah, TTS is, it loves crashing.
That's for sure.
Yeah, amazing program.
So the table will be called Meta Report Table 1, Password 123.
All right. Oh, I think that's the wrong thing. There we go.
Okay, give me a sec. I better reload, cause... Oh. Okay.
It looks fine from my end. It's just loading stuff in.
Okay.
All right, if you guys are good, you can go ahead and start over. Good luck.
Thanks.
Thank you.
All right. Should be ready. We've got our finals here. Rek'Sai again. A bit unsurprising. This deck looked really strong. Go ahead and set up my overlay. Game 1. Round 3. Right, and both our players are 2-0. Okay, we've got Rek'Sai against Azir. It'll be an interesting matchup. Both decks build pretty big, scary boards, but Azir pays a lot of power, it seems. Whereas Rek'Sai doesn't really need to do that. So we'll see how this goes. Getting into game 1, we've got Trifarian and Orange Forge. Nice alternate art, Rek'Sai. This card looks pretty good. Okay, Azir's going first. That's good for Azir. Rek'Sai going first is very scary. Just gonna put down an equipment, make it token and pass. Play Rek'Sai and pass. Sounds good. That's a pretty nice card. Going second, it just attacks for 4. Pretty strong. Gonna go ahead and conquer Orange Forge with this. This should get a token, right? Did they miss the trigger? This thing makes a token when it moves. It's like they're gonna pick it up again and play it again. How did they make another token? This costs 3, right? And then this costs 1. And then the token costs 1. They don't have 5. Okay, gonna play a seal. Why? Maybe they have something in hand that costs power? Orange Forge. Oh, right. Is this not to a minimum? It's not to a minimum, huh? That's pretty good. Yeah, I thought that was to a minimum of 1. Okay, that's better than I thought it was. Nice. Okay, they're gonna find... They don't want to play Hidden Blade off of Void Rush. That definitely don't want that. Okay, they're playing a lot of seals in this deck. I don't really know if you need them. It seemed like you didn't when we saw Rek'Sai last. Just gonna draw 2 cards we can't play off of Void Rush. Okay, we still got 3 energy to work with. Tap 3 to play Faithful Manufacturer. Okay. Is this a hook list? Is that what this is? Is that why there's seals in this thing? It might be. That would make more sense to run seals and stuff like this in a hook list. I don't really think these units are that great in a normal Rek'Sai list. Okay, Rek'Sai's dead. Getting attacked over by Quartermaster. I'm gonna move into this field. Go to 3. Gonna play other equipment, a brutalizer, play a token. Play a Desert's Call. Repeating it, so we make 2 Sand Soldiers. Okay, we're building a big board. This is a lot of guys. That is a lot of guys. Definitely a hook list. I wonder why we're playing Red Seal. Don't we just want yellow for hook? Yeah, we're gonna need a lot to break this wall of sand soldiers. And our opponents ahead. We're gonna blood money to kill one of them. And play a gold? Does it play gold? Maybe not. I can't read it. There it is, okay. I'm gonna trade here with this token and conquer this field. Rek'Sai effect. Ooh, falling star. Interesting. Yeah, we're gonna falling star kill 2 of these before they get equipped. That's pretty good. We've managed to kill a lot of stuff this turn. But now we don't really have any units of our own. Besides this, which is just gonna die. So we're gonna be behind on board and on points. It's looking a little rough for this Rek'Sai. I'm really not a fan of the hook variant. I think it just plays so many cards you don't want to draw. This guy, interesting. Yeah, this is definitely a hook list. Alright, we're gonna pass with 3 runes. Yeah, baby. Okay, our token is gonna die. We will have 1 unit and nothing else. Our opponent's at 5, we're at 2. This game is probably just over, and there's nothing we can do. We're down on runes, we're down on board, and we're down 2 turns on points. Okay, I'm gonna make another token. Equip this equipment onto it. We can probably pull this guy off of this field. Make sure he doesn't get attacked over. There, we're gonna develop Azir for next turn. And then just pass. Okay. We really can't do that much this turn with just 5. Okay, we're gonna play a piercing light. Repeated. Try and kill both of these. It gets defied. That's probably GG. It was probably already GG last turn, but now it's definitely nothing we can do. Yep, we're going to the next game. I don't think the hook list. It's definitely not my pick for how I would like to play this deck. That was a lot of cards with power cost. A lot. I'm not sure Falling Star and Piercing Light are really going to be good in this deck. I think I just want the dudes. Lots and lots of dudes. Dudes that don't cost power. So I could have a bunch of runes and a bunch of dudes. And I can actually do stuff in the late game. Okay, we're gonna go into game 2. We've got Hall of Legends. Conquer here, pay 1 to ready your legends, so we can just trigger Rek'Sai twice, basically. And Zon Warrens, Brazier, just hard filtering, I guess. Is there anything that really synergizes in Azir with this? I guess if you empty your hand, you can draw. Kinda get pretty low on cards late game, huh? Deck feels like it has no agency though if you only play dudes. That's not what it seemed like in our first match. It seems like you had plenty of agency. And I don't mean just 39 dudes. We're not gonna run that. I mean like mostly dudes. Like the core of your deck is gonna be guys that you can play, ideally for discounts. Like rear guard seemed crazy. I really don't think you need that many spells in this deck. Some Hidden Blade. Some pump spells. Cleaves, a couple Blood Rush. Maybe a couple other things, but that's probably it. I really don't want that many power costs in this deck. Hopefully, yeah. Also rearguard. I think that's probably a good idea as well. Accelerate's pretty nice. In combination with stuff like Cleave and Blood Rush. Yeah, this guy. This card is crazy in this deck. Yeah, I just want to do stuff like this with Rek'Sai. Get bodies, get a lot of might on the board. I don't know where we're trying to hold this field here. Can we hold it? We're tapped out. What do you do if the opponent's no-show? Yeah, you just win then. Yeah, round 1, Rek'Sai played a Hopeful for free, and then played 2 more, and it just won the game. The game was over from that point, pretty much. They just had too much stuff. And that game wasn't even really that much of a high roll, because they whiffed 2 entire Rek'Sai flips. Okay, they're gonna Hidden Blade their own guy. Go ahead and draw 2 and make it gold. Gonna play a hidden card here. Okay. What could that be? Hidden Blade? What else do they play in this deck that's hidden? We go to 2. We can just chill this turn, pull this back. Play Rek'Sai, play something else maybe? You don't have to go in on this. Salvage, okay. That's probably pretty good. Especially when it doesn't cost a power. I like that. That is a nice tech against this deck. Okay, play Seal into this guy. Blow up this. Okay, it's just a guards. I forgot this card has hidden. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna leave this hopeful on field. Not sure I'm a fan of that. It can just get attacked over. Maybe want to try and wall out a token, but I'm not sure how effective that's gonna be. Get a death grip their unit. And then send it in to kill this hopeful. Can he dodge the salvage with guard's weapon master effect? I don't think so. It's still the same gear, it's just in a different spot, and it's still a valid target, so no. I don't think you can. Yeah, salvage doesn't specify location. Alright, we're gonna ship these guys into hopeful, kill it. They are using quite a few resources to do that. They killed one of their units, so they killed another on the attack. Get rid of hopeful. I think I'm actually fine with that trade as Rek'Sai, because now this recruit just dies to this or this. Azir might just run out of cards here. They're pretty low, and we're gonna get some Rek'Sai flips. And he has legit negate. Yeah. That card's really insane in Annie. It's just free with your legend. Free counter spell. It's crazy. Alright. Yep, we're gonna go ahead and conquer. Get our Rek'Sai flip and get this effect to ready the legend. So we can get another Rek'Sai flip over here. Okay. The salvage. Do we want to salvage this? I guess. That's a straw. Ready our legend. Go ahead and go in here. We're gonna need some units in back because we're gonna get attacked over next turn. So we need to develop something. We played a card this turn, so we have hopeful online. If we flip it, that'd be really good. We also get the Warren's proc to dig. Okay. Okay, that is interesting. That guy's pretty good too. I'm gonna take this. It'll make a token. Make sure to make the token. And play Hopeful and Pass. That's pretty good. These units both get attacked over though. I think we're gonna have a fine counterattack next turn. Okay, big sword. It certainly is big. Make a token. Give. Let me give the sword to this token so it can attack. Okay. Yep. Go ahead and attack over this guy. Aurelia, I think both Rengar and Shen have made their spot in the deck. Maybe, yeah, maybe. They can't get counterspelled or defied. They do cost power though. Which I'm not a huge fan of. I think you don't really need that much help on offense. Because I was pretty good at attacking stuff. Yeah, including a couple of those. Like 2 Rengar in the main, and maybe some Shen in the side. Might not be a bad idea. If green and all the counterspell shenanigans are everywhere, then yeah, probably not a bad idea. Okay. We've got 2 dudes to work with. We didn't get our recruit token. Two dudes and 7 energy. Can we crack these fields? Okay, we're gonna go digging. Hopefully find something nice. Our opponent has 1 energy. That's not bad. That's a lot of guys. Combat trick unit's really powerful. Yeah. They're pretty strong. They're also pretty expensive though for a combat trick. They do give you a body. They can't be counterspelled, which is nice. I don't think you want to overuse them though. Too many in your deck could feel a bit cloggy. I think 2 is a good number for stuff like Janna and Rengar. Maybe a 1 of just for random jump scare. Okay, we're gonna play the hatchling for free, and we're gonna take the Vanguard Captain into our hand. We're gonna attack over this Azir. It'll trade with Hopeful. We flip our Legend. Triggered Warrens as well. Okay, we don't have the energy to play that, but it gives us 2. We could play Vanguard Captain. We didn't want it? Why not? We don't want any of them. Okay. We could build a big board. Maybe we got better stuff to play. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and accelerate this Rek'Sai. Yeah, this conquer takes us to 5. Okay, this is 4 against 5. Another one. Gonna defy it. Yep, okay. Why did we accelerate this? Why did we accelerate this if we can't use it? Okay, our opponent's going to 7. They aren't winning, but we're in a tough spot here. They just have to hold one of these and they win. Or they can just set up for an attack next turn. Playing the Minotaur? Yeah, it did seem pretty good as a side deck tech. No fight or flight flash, yeah. No, just moving your unit back to base from it being readied on a field. It seems really good. And it's just no power as well. On a 5-might body, it seems nice. Sun Disc. Okay, this list is crazy. We're trying to do some shenanigans, and I don't think it's working. Okay, they've got 1 card in hand. It is a Death Grip. You're in a Death Grip of this. So they can't conquer this field. And probably just win. Rek'Sai needs a Hidden Blade. That doesn't help. There it is. Okay. Kill your guy. They get to draw 2. This hidden card's gone. It was a blade of their own, which doesn't really do anything here. Okay. They're at 6, so they could chill here and just risk the double conquer next turn. Because Azir has 1 unit. They do have ways to get accelerated units though. So they can accelerate, equip their equipment, and then attack over this. And that would win them the game. Gonna put Rexa here to try and stop this thing from conquering an open field. Okay, let's see if Azir can take both fields this turn. Do you have any energy? Where are you getting energy from? I guess you could flip the big yellow guy. Gonna discard and draw with Son. Okay. Let's see it. Let's see if Azir can do it. Yep, they have it. They equip their equipment on this guy, attack over Rek'Sai, and then accelerate Azir to attack this field with the token that has equipment. They got it. Hit a call. Okay. Yeah, yeah, I don't like the hook list. The hook variant. It seems like it's trying to do too many fancy things that just end up not working. Like this thing. I don't think this is gonna work. You have enough accelerate guys already. Yeah, good games. Azir looks pretty good. Yeah, if you manage your power paying, you can actually get up to a decent amount of runes in the endgame. Gonna have to be careful about it though. Last match we saw Azir go down to very few runes very often, so gotta be careful about managing power in this deck, it seems. Though Azir seems really good. Yeah, he seems pretty good. Yeah, this card is definitely very strong. Especially on the last turn. Conquering with a big token, and then moving it over to the other battlefield to get that one as well, is very good. That seems like a super strong play. Alright, well, that is the tournament. There should be deck lists in the deck list channel. I can just ping people to make sure we post stuff so we can see. Deck lists. If you would like to post your deck list here. Right. If we got a couple, we can go ahead and give them a look. Although I don't really think these decks are that complicated. Here is the Rek'Sai we watched round 1, I think. Yeah, something like this looks nice to me. Leaves in Blood Rush. Bunch of 2-drops. Probably need to play more than this. I think at least 9 is probably going to be good in this deck. I'm playing even more than that. Like, if you don't hit your turn 1 play, things can get super sketchy. Hopeful seems good in this deck. I was playing the 3-cost guy that costs 1 when you flip him off the top. That seemed like a pretty good card. Under Titan is very good. Darius, I like 3 of. I think that card's really strong. Drag Under seems pretty good. I'm skeptical of Piercing Light, especially against stuff like Aurelia, because that's a lot of deflect, and it doesn't really do anything anyway except against the smaller units. Like, you're never killing an Aurelia with this. Yeah, this seems solid. Under Titan's such a good card, though. That's really crazy. Yeah, I think Thermo Beam seems pretty good against equipment stuff. Just blowing up all of their equipment seems strong. Reckoner seems pretty good against Aurelia and Annie as well. I imagine it's very good. Its stat line's pretty good, and its effect is great. Leona just to deal with like Yi and annoying decks that get big. Salvage against more equipment stuff seems fine. Yeah, I like Candlelit. I like Arena's Greatest. War Camp seemed pretty good too. Yeah, something like this is how I think Rek'Sai is gonna go. Seemed pretty good. Yeah, it looks like other people are still finishing up, so all the other deck lists will be posted in the Discord, which is linked in the description if you want to see them. Yeah, Aurelia seems really strong. Azir seemed pretty good. I think that deck has a lot of potential. The equipment seemed really good. I really like Yellow Azir and the plays you can do with him. That seemed pretty strong. But yeah, if you get thermo beamed in that deck with like 4 equipment on field, you're not happy. That probably sucks. Yeah. Aurelia seemed pretty good, but you're gonna have to protect Aurelia, because if she dies, it's kind of game over. I didn't see any Draven, which I think is another deck that's pretty strong. Seems pretty good. No Ornn. I think that deck's pretty good as well. Other decks can have some spice, like Lucian seemed pretty strong. Maybe there's something there with Severe. She seems pretty decent. Fiora as well might have something, but I don't know. She seems a little bit underpowered. Yeah, I think this set is great. It definitely shakes the meta up a ton. I think there's going to be a lot of interesting decks coming into the format. A lot of decks that play differently as well. Like, equipment is a pretty different gameplay pattern than what we're traditionally used to. Having stuff that makes units bigger, that stay around for the whole game, is definitely interesting. Yeah, next tournament I'm gonna do every card legal, all the new decks, all the old decks. So I think Annie's still gonna be very strong, and I think Yi's gonna be strong as well. Isa, against all the deflect stuff in the format, I'm expecting to not be as good as it is right now. Seems very bad against Blue Ornn. Seems like you could struggle against Aurelia. You just can't kill Aurelia. And if you try to like Acacia Rain her, you probably just lose on the spot. 3 costs that cost 1 from deck, felt quite baity. Yeah, I can see that. It's dead at hand. Yeah. Don't want to see it with Void Rush. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. This also doesn't get real support since Robo is taking both of the red blue mechs. Yeah. This really doesn't get that much. You get Piercing Light, which is good, but you get Rocket Barrage too, which is way to kill gear. Single target kill gear that you didn't have before. It's not a bad card, it's just not amazing. Kisser really doesn't get that much this set. Other decks get a lot more. Annie gets crazy support, E gets some crazy support. And there's a lot of deflect in the format, it seems. Especially if Aurelia and Ornn are going to be really good. 3x3 is not quite dead. Yeah, it's not bad. There's probably just other stuff you can play that's better. Like, yeah, I think I'd rather play more copies of Red Rek'Sai before I include that. I definitely want to play that from hand instead of guy that costs 1 from deck. Alright, got a couple more with this. A Renata that we didn't see. Control list. Looks like it's just a control list. Basically, we're trying to slow our opponent down while we hold 1 battlefield, making some gold, and then win eventually with either a Watcher Double Conquer, a Hostile Takeover Double Conquer, or a Time Warp, or a Time Warp into one of those things next turn on the extra turn. Playing Malzahar, which is interesting. I don't really think you want to kill your units. You don't have that many of them. Yeah, this deck seems... this deck seems okay. I think this gameplay style is just probably better done with other decks. Like the hold on to 1 battlefield and try and disrupt your opponent's stuff. More passive reactive gameplay style. Similar to what Ari and Yi do, but I think those decks might just do it better. Not having green is really rough for this type of deck. Yeah, I think it seems solid, but probably mid-ish, high tier-ish, if I had to guess. I don't think this is breaking into the upper echelons. I think she needs like a couple more good cards in this archetype. Yeah, not having green is rough. Kill units that are hostile. Oh, that's pretty nice. That's cool. Yeah, you can blade them too. It's a cool combo. Yeah, Hostile Takeover is a crazy card, but I think the rest of the deck is just kind of okay. I think this is definitely a deck that'll catch people off guard if they don't know how to play against it. If they don't know what kinds of cards it runs and stuff. Like, E and Ari can just kind of run over people who don't know what to do against it. And this is probably the same with this deck. Felt really hard to deal with Hard Bargain. Yeah. especially when Annie gets to play that card for free. Yeah. Yeah, you got a lot of decent targets for hard bargain in this deck, huh? You play a Singularity and they counter it? That feels awful. They can counter Time Warp, of course. That is rough. Even if they counter something like the Wages, they can still probably feel bad. Yeah. And then, yeah, if you push with a Watcher, they can just Fight or Flight or Rebuke it. And Takeover gets countered too. Ugh. And Annie has damage spells like Void Seeker, which aren't. This deck really doesn't like seeing those. And yeah, if you... Yeah. This deck needs its own counterspell. That's what it needs. Why doesn't yellow-blue have a counterspell? Why does purple get it? How does that make sense? What do you think about able to play free signature on attack? I mean, the thing with combos like that in this game is that they're good when they happen. But if they don't happen, you've got cards in your deck that, if they're a lot worse without the combo, it's rough. Like, Hostile Takeover is a good card on its own. So if it combos with other stuff, that's just nice. That's an extra bonus. But like, adding stuff even like Malzahar, which if you don't have something good to combo it with, can feel dead at times. It's really just hard to try and run combo-y stuff in this game when you have decks like Annie, where all of your cards are just good on their own. It can feel inconsistent, I guess. It's the same thing with the Jace, like 7 energy big gear thing, armory, I think it's called. It's like, sure, if you get that combo off turn 2 with Jace, it's crazy. But if you don't, Armory is just such a terrible card on its own, and Jace really doesn't do that much, especially if you're not playing other gear. Yeah, counterspell would be so nice. I don't know why we don't have one in yellow. Like, we really need one, I think. Order just seems like it would be the color that would do... a color that would do counterspell stuff as well. Like, Order, it's about, like, keeping order and control and, like, stuff like that. I mean, like, just thinking order as a concept. It's about rules and laws and telling people they can't do stuff. Why don't we have a counter spell that tells people they can't do stuff? Why does purple get all the fun tools? Like, kill a unit, counter a spell would make sense for yellow. And that'd be pretty good. Just like 2 energy, kill a unit you control, counter a spell. Maybe not that exactly, because that's probably too strong, but Order kind of needs it. I think Order's not an amazing spot right now. Your units are kind of lackluster, and you've got some good spells. Hidden Blade, but there's really not that much. Purple is just such an insane color, and you compare it to Order, and it's like way better than Order. And try version with Sraka and Heimer. Yeah, I mean, they seem okay. Heimer's yet another combo-y thing that just seems kind of cheese, and I don't know if it's gonna work that well. Sraka might work with Renata. Sraka really didn't seem that good when I looked at it. It's the one that just protects another one of your guys, right? Yeah, this didn't seem that great. 4 to power for 4 might. Yeah, it didn't seem that amazing. If I was a new player, seeing Order and Chaos, expect Order to have focus skills or prevent an opponent from doing things. Yeah. Yes, if you want to do a bunch of things. Yeah. I don't think Renata's bad, I think there's better stuff. She seems okay. There's probably a good list somewhere that's pretty decent. But yeah, Order, especially on a deck like this, just seems a little... It just needs more. It just needs more stuff. Deck list. Would not recommend. Okay. Let's look at it. Okay, this is the Hook Rek'Sai, right? It's not playing Hook. You're playing one of each seal and you drew both. That is unfortunate. Yeah, there's a ton of power cost in this deck. I don't know if that's really the way to go. Rally the troops. Interesting. I don't really know about this. It seems like a set card, maybe. I don't think you really need this card in here. Seals, yeah, it really seemed like Rek'Sai didn't need seals. Piercing Light and Falling Star I'm still skeptical of in this list. Xin Zhao seems decent if you're going wide with a bunch of stuff. How many 2-drops you got? 8, okay. I think I'd be playing a bit more than that. Yeah, Xin seems decent in this deck. Faithful, I don't know. Yeah, I think I'd rather just play more Rek'Sai. Only play one. I think Rek'Sai is just a better development piece than something like this. Blood Money seems okay. Yeah, I'm not sure about this card. It just kills a 2-drop and that's it. It's really not that impressive. It could be a good sideboard tech against stuff like Annie. or Draven to slow them down. Is like killing Annie's turn 1 unit slows them down slightly. Same with Draven. It also gives you a gold, which is not bad. Yeah, I don't know about this card. This guy I'm also skeptical of. And I really like Cleave in this deck. I really like Cleave. You do a lot of attacking with Rek'Sai. A lot of attacking. Cleave's amazing. Rengar's also a consideration, maybe. Drag Under seems like maybe you play 2 of it. Maybe a sideboard card even. I think 3's a little excessive. It seems good, but like when you flip it off of this, it's amazing. It's 1 energy kill something, which is crazy. But hard playing it for 5 doesn't seem that excellent. You've already got Hidden Blade to help close out games and defend against like Watcher and stuff. Would you run Cleave? Yeah, I think Cleave is very good in this deck. Playing Longsword. I'm not sure you need it in Rek'Sai. Especially if Kai'Sa's not that prevalent next format. I think 3 Under Titan's probably a must. Hitting this card off Rek'Sai or any flip's just crazy. And it's really good to play from your hand as well. Yeah, this card seems very strong. I really like this guy. I'll have to playtest with Rek'Sai a bit more. I think there's something there that's really strong. It seems very good during a couple of games that it was playing. Very good. Yeah, I think a lot of people are going to be playing Salvage this format and gear removal. Seems very strong. Not playing Candlelit is crazy. That card seemed insane with this deck. Yeah, Candlelit seems very strong. Oh, we have an Orn. Okay, nice. A big man. Deflect 2. Kai'Sa cries. Full control Orn. 3 Azir. Ezreal. Ezreal. I think this card's just not worth it. I really like the units that ready themselves. Pit Crew, Drop Order. The other guy with Accelerate is really strong, I think. Those cards seemed really good. Yeah, I don't know about this guy. lots of equipment. Yep, Orn. I see a lot of people playing the field that says your opponent doesn't score 3 points. That field seems absolutely crazy. Israel has ganking? Kinda, yeah. I don't really know if you need that, though. I mean, if he lives for a turn while he's already on a field, you can pay a power to move him back and then move him to the other one, but yeah, I don't know. It seems expensive when you could just play the other guys that enter ready. The Zero I'm also not sure of. I don't really like this card that much. Also this guy, yeah. There's no gear removal. I think that's probably going to be important to side. Aurelia. Okay. Ooh. Called Shot I like as a 2 of. You're really not playing it early to mid game. 2 seal. Lots of spells. Lots of spells. 1 charm. Yeah, you probably only really need 1. Might not be bad as a 2 of. 1 fizz, yeah, you basically only ever want 1. You draw so many cards in this deck. With this thing. Boots seemed pretty good for ganking. Fight or Flight's amazing this format, I think. Bunch of 2-drops. Seems solid. It's just all in on Aurelia, basically. Do some stuff with Stilicorn too. Yeah, seems solid. Aurelia seems pretty good. Definitely scary. Yeah, gear removal, counter spells, a rebuke. Maybe not a bad idea to have one of these in the main somewhere. Annie typically plays 1. I think Draven, I like playing 1 as well. Just a solid card. An extra counter spell. Yeah, I mean, it seems fine. Why not play 3 of this instead of 2 and 1? Like, what does this help with specifically? This can get... what? This can counter Defiant Dance if it targets one of your units. It can stop Rebuke, it can stop Fight or Flight. Seems solid. It can stop damage spells, of course. Any kill spells. Yeah, it seems good. Yep, Aurelia. Alright, I think if any people want to post more links, they'll be in the Discord. Otherwise, I'm hungry, so I'm gonna go eat food. Yeah, that was a pretty good tournament. I like seeing all the new decks. There's some spice in there. So definitely looking forward to the format. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. Seemed pretty fun. Like Rek'Sai, like Draven, like Rumble. Really seems cool. Born. Yeah, a bunch of new stuff that seems cool. Alright, I'm gonna head out. Thank you guys for watching and for playing. That's pretty fun. Alright. Bye-bye.